Hey guys, I thought I'd just give a quick update from little bits of video I took this summer and early fall. I hope you guys are doing well. I personally decided to start a little art YouTube channel, so I don't know how much subscribers of this channel also like art stuff, but if you are one of those people, I put the link to my new channel below. Please consider subscribing. There will be orchid stuff peppered in here and there, but it's obviously not the focus of that channel. So I never thought this would happen, but this summer my coconut orchid actually bloomed. I don't know if it was from watering it and I accidentally broke off one of the branches. I'm told sometimes something dramatic like that can actually push a flower to bloom. I don't know. It probably also liked that we started using the humidifier more consistently. But I got an amazing bloom out of my coconut orchid and I was thrilled, and it smelled great in my bathroom jungle. This is the first year that my little Bellina orchid decided to start spiking. And also super surprising, she's been doing absolutely nothing for 2 years now. But something about this year she must have liked, because here she is spiking. And then let's jump forward to here she is flowering. And then here she is having another bud coming. Amazing, interesting, weird year. Now a lot of my phals actually live in my studio space by my garage, which kind of has a northeastern facing window. And they actually seem pretty happy about that. They're not bugged by the garage atmosphere at all. We have a pretty good heater in here so that it stays consistently between 17 degrees at night and up to 22 or more degrees during the day, depending on how chilly I'm feeling. I have some orchids spiking in here. I have some orchids recovering from the spider mite infestation that I had last year. Including this guy whose newest cane is just looking much, much better. And I couldn't be more thrilled. It's just looking much, much better than if you look here before at how bad it was doing. I do have a video on my art channel just about my studio makeover if you want to see that. Again, it's just little bits of plants peppered in there. You can see some of my succulents also there with my phals. And over here you can see another oncidium, which is spiking. It has one spike that I lost, I don't know what I did, but the second spike is doing better. So here you can see, it's just a no ID white phal, but it just makes me happy. Here it is budding in the garage studio, and then later I brought it out to the dining room table just to get to appreciate it even more. I think it just looks, you know, simple and sweet. I also have this phal that my husband got me for our anniversary, and I think it's the most I've ever seen anything bloom ever. This guy has a crazy amount of blooms, and it has not lost a single one a month later. Just a beautiful little pattern on it too. And then over in the sunnier section of my house is where I keep my callias. I still have this one that got fertilized somehow. I don't know what to do with it. I'm not equipped to, like, I don't have a sterile station to do something with these seeds that have been forming for the last couple months, so I'll probably cut it off. But otherwise it seems pretty happy here. I thought they would be bothered more by the fireplace, but they seem to be coping pretty well. And then in the upstairs bedroom, I originally quarantined some of my plants here that were not looking great, but the Oncidium here is doing great. It's spiking a super, super long spike. And then in my bedroom now, I just have another no ID phal, and I have a dendrobium, my original dendrobium, which I got at the Victoria Orchid Show many, many years ago, and I think that was my first video on this channel, or one of the first. Here's just some glamour shots from when she was in my studio downstairs. And so here's the Bellina flowering. Just beautiful and the best smell ever. I don't really have a good view of her from where she is. She's kind of tucked in a high corner, which I can't really see her ever. And there you can see her next bud. I just feel so accomplished looking at her. So cute and funny looking. Hey guys, I just wanted to give you an update on some not great things. This guy, Callia intermedia, seems to be losing some leaves suddenly. This guy's been hurting for a little while. It lost a whole nother spike, which is, as you know, is not a good sign on a species phal. Here's one it lost early in the year, so that's concerning. Also, you can see keikis. Now, I don't know basil keikis and species orchids. There's another one here. I don't know if I can focus. If that's of great concern, I'm pretty concerned. I still have one spike left though. The one most facing the window. And then one of my favorite guys here, also suddenly losing a spike. And it lost some flowers. You can see one down there. It still has a spike trying, and it just had a pretty big bloom. But I don't know, it seems not very happy, so I'm not sure what's happened in here in terms of conditions in the last month or two, but some are clearly not loving it. Some others seem fine. My Bellina's still open. Yay! And she's still got a second one coming, which is super exciting. So I guess I'll take some wins with my losses. In terms of our newer kind of Vanda mixes, I can never tell if they're happy or not. I'm sure having them in a bathroom is not ideal. I mean, I do have one humidifier here, which we turn on once a day to run for a couple hours. And some of the plants in here really seem to have liked that. The coconut orchid flowered for the first time this year, you'll remember. I've left some of the flowers on. And this guy likes having the humidifier. I'm still hoping she'll flower this season. Sorry, there you go. I've got 1, 2 spots. I think she's slowly moving out this sheath. And this one's done better this year than ever before. got a whole bunch of new ones here. This one has never flowered for me, but I'm hopeful that she's adapting to the spot. I mean, look how long this guy is. And they really seem to like having the humidifier blow on them. Oh, in terms of my vandas, I forgot to say, they seem to be doing okay. I'm not sure how I want them to be permanently. I decided I didn't want them to be in a glass vase. But look at all these roots still that have grown this year. So that's hopeful. Including growing tip. This one too has had some roots grow, though the setup right now is not ideal. This one, ever since I got it, had some pretty terrible roots at the bottom. I mean, it basically seems dead at the bottom. I might just cut it off. But, sorry, there's so much backlight. Still has some growing tips. This one too is still in the glass, which I think I want to take it out and put it in something else. Plastic combined with something else. These have all been pretty dead since I got them, so I might trim some of those. It does have two good roots that are growing. And one secretly under here. So I guess I just wanted to give you an update. The update on this coconut orchid that the whole branch fell off. I just want to show you. You'll remember this little guy actually flowered. And if I pull him up now, look at these crazy roots. Look at these crazy roots. Really, I need to transfer him. It's been an amazing learning experience this year with this guy. And that's most of what I have to show. Thanks for tuning in. Here's more Bellina.